Dolphins fans, we're so close to becoming the #1 Dolphins YouTube channel. Need 150 more subscribers to pass my guy, Dougly Do Wrong. So go down, subscribe to the channel if you're all about the fence. Welcome into Dolphins Today. I am Will Scott. Sorry about my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather on this Thursday. And maybe I'm sick because the Heat didn't make any moves. I wanted the Heat to make some moves, but that's okay. Let's talk about some Dolphins extension candidates now. And we're going to break down some names that could be in line for a contract extension this offseason for the Dolphins. We're not including any in-house free agents since they're not under contract. We're going to talk about some guys that could be extended. Who do you want to extend down in the comment? Who do you want to extend? Let me know down in the comment section. Is it Wilkins? Is it Tua? Is it somebody else? Go down. Let me know. I think a lot of y'all are going to say Christian Wilkins, the stud defensive tackle for the Dolphins. You take him in the first round out of Clemson a few years back, and he has been fantastic for your football team, and I think it needs to be a priority to extend Wilk this offseason. The Dolphins defensive tackle could be in line for a big payday after the best season of his career, 98 tackles. That's unprecedented for a defensive tackle. 16 tackles for loss, 7 quarterback hits, 3.5 sacks. And honestly, the numbers don't even do this guy justice. I mean, on film, when you watch this guy, he is just a difference maker for that defense. Taking a look at the highest paid interior defensive lineman in terms of annual money coming in per year. So Aaron Donald's #1 by a wide margin. Then you got Leonard Williams, DeForest Buckner, each at $21 million per year. Chris Jones at $20 million per year. Jonathan Allen at $18. Vita Vea, $17.5. And now we're getting into a range where I'm like, okay, maybe he'll make something in the Kenny Clark, Grady Jarrett range, become a top 5, not maybe a top 5, but probably a top 7 or 8 highest paid defensive tackle in the league. Here is my extension projection for Christian Wilkins. 4 years, $70 million. For an average annual value of $17.5 million per year, $42 million guaranteed. I think this deal makes a lot of sense for both Wilkins and the Dolphins. So go down in the comments section. Let me know, what should the Dolphins do with Christian Wilkins? Should they extend him? Type Y for yes, type N for no down in the comments section. I think a lot of y'all are going to be spamming Y down in the comment section. Wilk has been phenomenal here with the Fence. Other guy on this defensive line, Zach Sieler. I love Sieler, man. One of the more underrated players in all of football. I mean, really, what he does each and every single game, kind of similar to Wilk. The numbers don't really tell the whole story, but he just passes the eye test, and he gets the quarterback and does it a lot. Now, he is an unrestricted free agent in 2024, so this is his last year under contract. I do not believe that he should become a free agent. The Dolphins should lock this guy up. It is worth noting that his new agent is Drew Rosenhaus. He signed with Rosenhaus mid-season. Rosenhaus represents some guys in the Dolphins, Tyreek Hill included, has a lot of Miami ties. I think that's good news for the Fins, that Drew Rosenhaus is Zach Sieler's agent. And it's going to be good news for you if you start Athletic Greens or AG1 by Athletic Greens. Today's show is sponsored by Athletic Greens. I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted better gut health and wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 every morning, and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. I came into this year wanting to get healthier, and starting my year in AG1 has helped me do just that. I take it every morning, and I feel happier, healthier, and more energized. Covering my nutritional basis for the day literally couldn't be any easier, which is why I trust Athletic Greens. I just mix 1 small scoop of AG1 with water and drink it first thing each morning. Done. I also like that it costs less than $3 a day. Pretty good if you ask me. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients. Win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. So go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Again, athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Check it out. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. I'm on AG1. I'm feeling the effects of it. I'm feeling better each and every single day. athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Let's talk about Robert Hunt now. Robert Hunt had a really good year on this Dolphins offensive line as the starting right guard. In fact, he was the 13th ranked guard, not just right guard, but 13th ranked guard amongst all guards on PFF, a 72.3 grade, and he was huge on the right side for the Dolphins. It was nice to finally have some consistency on that side. Robert Hunt was really good at right guard. Connor Williams solid at center. Teron Armstead, one of the best tackles in the league on the left side. So when you're talking about the plans for the Dolphins' offensive line, I think you should lock up Robert Hunt. I also think you need to go out and get a left guard and a right tackle. I think that's going to be really important for the Dolphins this offseason. You got a couple free agents, too, that are backups, including Michael Dieter, Greg Little, Eric Fisher, and Brandon Shell. Maybe they'll bring Shell back to be the backup swing tackle. Brandon Jones is someone else who could be in line for a possible extension. And I understand that a lot of y'all are saying, oh, we need to sign a safety. We need to go after Jordan Poyer. To be quite frank, we do not need Jordan Poyer. Brandon Jones is really solid alongside Javon Holland. Now, he missed the last half of the 2022 season after tearing his ACL, but his recovery is going good. He will be back by Dolphins training camp. And I get it. Poyer's a great player. He's a name that has been linked to the Dolphins. The Dolphins are considered maybe one of the favorites even to land Jordan Poyer. But Brandon Jones, I think that you should maybe focus on getting him back healthy and maybe even extending him before you go after a guy like Jordan Poyer. But should the Dolphins sign a safety in free agency? S for sign, P for pass, down in the comment section. Go down and let me know, what should the Dolphins do? S for sign, P for pass. We're going to get into this. What should they do with Tua Tagovailoa? He is a possible extension candidate. I think everything is on the table when you're talking about Tua Tagovailoa this offseason. Now, we did learn the other day that his fifth-year option would pay him $23.2 million in 2024. The deadline to pick that up is the week after the NFL draft. So we will know by then if Tua is going to be a free agent after next season or if he's going to stay under contract, have that fifth-year option. Taking a look at the numbers that he put up this season, the best season of Tua Tagovailoa's career. 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, over 3,500 yards, 64.8% completion percentage. And he put up these numbers in just 12 and a half games. He missed some time with the concussions, obviously. Taking a look at his rankings, where he ranked amongst NFL quarterbacks this year, first in pass rating, first in passing touchdowns per attempt, first in yards per attempt, first in yards per completion as well. I think that he proved himself this season. I'm not saying yet that he's going to be the franchise quarterback for years to come. I believe he can be and will be, but this upcoming season will also be a big one for Tua Tagovailoa. So I think it's a no-brainer to pick up the fifth-year option, but when you're talking about a possible extension, I do not believe that should be until next season. And if you extend him, it should be after a season that is very good and very healthy. I think it's very important that those two things happen. If Tua balls out next year and he stays healthy, starts 15, 16, 17 games for the Fins, then you should absolutely extend him after this upcoming season. But what should the Dolphins do with Tua Tagovailoa? If you want them to pick up the fifth-year option, type P. If you don't want them to pick up the fifth-year option, which would make him a free agent after the conclusion of next season, type D. Or if you want to extend Tua Tagovailoa, type E down in the comments section. Go down, let me know. It's interesting with fifth-year option quarterbacks. You look at a team like the Giants. Daniel Jones didn't have his option picked up last year. I think the Giants are somewhat regretting that right now. They might have to pay him $35 million next year. I mean, you look at Tua Tagovailoa, $23.2 million is a bargain for a quarterback like Tua, who is a top 10 quarterback this year. I'm not saying he's a top 10 quarterback yet, but he had a top 10 year when you're talking about quarterbacks in the NFL this year. If Tua's option gets picked up, if he gets extended, if anything, Dolphins news happens, you know what to do. Go down and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on your notifications so you know when we put out a video. Thanks for watching.